I think another thing I hear all the time, and I actually just heard this from a large national board that I'm working with, is how do we start this work? This I hear all the time. How do we start this work when we are primarily a white board still? You know, do we need to wait? And my point is no, you don't need to wait. So a tip is that you start the work as soon as the board realizes that this is their work. So waiting until you feel that you have the ideal board composition, until you feel that you have everything in place is really just, I think, likely an unconscious delay tactic. The work is going to be hard and challenging, but in fact, doing this work gives the board, even in a primarily white board, much more credibility that they are taking risks, that they do care. Now, you should hire someone to guide you to do this work. All boards should. You should not be tapping into your board members of color to lead this work. You should admit and acknowledge your lane and where you are unaware. So really invest in the training, really invest in consulting, really do a self-assessment in order to understand where you need to change and where you need to make improvements. But board members should start this work so that as you diversify, as you get much more aligned with your practices and your mission, that those board members who are on the board are much more capable of doing the work and making the right decisions. The other thing that happens, which is not what we want, but board members opt out. You know, once you start the work, people get to see, okay, this is not my work. And that's fair. Everyone doesn't want to do diversity, equity, inclusion work. And that then allows you to really see and coalesce around a group of board members who see this work as important. And as you continue to build and to diversify the board, you are no longer, again, re-establishing this as a priority because you already have, and you're recruiting for a diverse set of board members from a message that this is a priority. You're not recruiting from a message that we want this to be a priority or we're waiting for you to come on our board and help us make this a priority. You're recruiting from a message that this is our priority. We're still learning. We are not where we want to be, but we feel that we're on the right path and that we're a good place for board diversity to thrive. And that's a powerful message when you're recruiting and you're building. So another tip is to don't allow the fact that you're not representing a diverse board to stop you from getting started. In fact, it will help you tremendously. So I think those are my top 5 tips.